Hello everyone, welcome to Astro's Biology. This channel will be focusing on the basics of biology, terminologies, and the concepts which are important for the different competitive exams like CSIR NET, DBT JRF, ICAR NET, GATE, and other examinations. And it will be also beneficial for the students pursuing masters, bachelors, and 12th. Initially, I'll be taking 2 to 3 videos per week. Any suggestions are always welcome. Firstly, I'll be covering important modules like developmental biology, diversity of life forms, ecology, and evolution. Also, there are going to be few interactive sessions involving reading from reference books. So my first video is from developmental biology module. It is a short video covering few basic terminologies followed by difference between plant and animal development and alternation of generations in plant. Okay, before starting the topic, you should know about your educator, right? So currently I'm a PhD student. I have qualified CSR NET JRF, DBT JRF and GATE 2020 and other details of me which you can go through later. Once again, welcome to my channel. So let's begin. What is plant development? All the processes including genesis, that is formation, structure, functioning, interrelations and plant responses against various stimuli are all included under plant development. So it can be anything like transformation of zygote to entire plant or primordium to organ development or single cell to whole plant development. Growth and development. So what is the difference between these two? Growth is a unidirectional process, though there are few exceptions like tadpole to adult where growth is regressive, while development is multidirectional, that is, it is subjective to the conditions where the organism is growing. Growth is quantitative. It involves increase in the cell number, cell size or volume, while development is qualitative. For example, immature to mature leaves. So these are the few terminologies from developmental biology. Induction. Induction, the name itself suggests to induce. Cell or cells induce the changes in the developmental pathway of one another. That process is known as induction. Competence. How cell respond to a particular signal or induction is known as competence. For example, we make competent E. coli cells for the transformation. Specification. Its cell or tissue is said to be specified when it is capable of differentiating autonomously when placed in a neutral environment. Determination. Even if we remove the cells from their natural context, they are specified for a particular developmental pathway. The determination is irreversible. In this case, the cell's potential gets limited to its fate. Differentiation. A cell is said to be differentiated when its dividing ability is lost and it acquires a metabolic structure and function which is different from that of its progenitor cell. Dedifferentiation. In this case, in an undividable differentiated cell regains the power of division. It is commonly observed during secondary growth and wound healing. Redifferentiation. When a dedifferentiated cell divides and produces a new cell which again loses the power of cell division, that process is known as redifferentiation. So, what is the difference between plant and animal development? Plant growth and differentiation is a lifelong process due to the presence of meristematic tissues. Hence, they are known to have indeterminate growth, while animal growth is limited up to certain period and restricted to certain tissues. For example, zygote to 8 cell stage, these are known to be totipotent. Later on, these cells differentiate and are fixed into their respective developmental pathway. Plants have high plasticity. Plasticity means modifying the developmental pathway according to the conditions around. Obviously, plants are not motile like animals. They have to face the extreme conditions located at one place, which is compensated by the high plasticity, while animals have low plasticity subjected to its mobile phase. Plants are totipotent throughout their life as discussed before due to the meristematic cells, while totipotency in animal is limited to few cells in the embryo. Reproductive cells are not fixed in plants as they are formed later on by the meiotic and mitotic divisions of the megaspore and microspore mother cells, while reproductive cells are fixed in animals. For example, millions of egg cells are present in a girl even before her birth. Meristematic cells present throughout the life cycle of plants, while This is not the case of animals, though in certain phyla like coelentrates, which includes Hydra, which are totipotent throughout their life. Cell division are in many planes leading to the unequal daughter cell like smaller apical cell and larger basal cell in the case of plants, while cell divisions occur in only two planes in animals leading to the equal daughter cells. Cell movements are absent in plants, obviously due to the presence of hard cell wall, while these are present in animals due to the absence of cell wall. Okay, so now I'll be talking about alternation of generation in plants. So mostly I'll be focusing on the angiosperms. So this is the plant which is diploid. Obviously, I'm talking about the sporophyte. Okay, so it consists of two important whorls. The female whorl is known as gynoecium, and the male whorl is known as androecium. Gynoecium consists of ovary. Ovary produces megaspore mother cells. So the megaspore mother cells undergoes meiosis and produces four megaspores, which are haploid, obviously. The chalazal microspore is the functional one, while the other gets degenerate. The chalazal one undergoes three mitotic divisions and gives rise to the seven-celled, eight-nucleate embryo sac. While in the case of androecium produces microspore mother cells. Microspore mother cells undergoes meiosis and produces four haploid microscope. This microspore undergoes two mitotic division. The first division leads to the formation of generative cell and tube cell, and the second division leading to the two sperm cell production. So you have to remember that in the case of ovary or in the case of female gametophyte development, there is the involvement of three mitotic divisions, while in the case of pollen development, there are only two mitotic divisions. So the two sperm cells are produced. The first sperm cell, uh, goes and fuses with the egg cell from the embryo sac, while the second sperm cell fuses with the secondary endosperm nucleus, which gives rise to the triploid endosperm, and the zygote, which undergoes further divisions and gives rise to the sporophyte, which is diploid plant. Okay, so this is known as alternation of generation, which is observed in plant. So this is just a alternation of generation. I'm talking about this in brief. I'll be discussing about it in details later. From this slide, you just have to remember that in the case of female gametophyte development, three mitotic divisions are involved, while in the development of male gametophyte, two mitotic divisions are involved. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Please, please subscribe my channel Astor's Biology for more such videos. Please subscribe, like, comment and share with your friends. And my upcoming video from developmental biology module will be on types of specification. Thank you.